Hello everybody and welcome to our last Crusade, or the rise of the new world, a new world. It might not be the new world, it might just be a new world, episode 10, anime review. So, things got interesting this week. We got introduced to Small Princess, what was her name? Sisbel, that's the one. Sisbel, more like Susbel, am I right? Because she's pretty sus, let's be real. No, it was interesting. I like what they're doing. I don't know how it's going to play out. We've got like, 2 episodes left? And, I mean, is Iska going to kill the queen? Is that what's going to happen? Is he going to betray the trusts of multiple princesses? Or maybe not. Who knows? Maybe he's going to be good guy. I hope he's good guy. Iska's a good guy. Well, also, he's meant to be on vacay, so, you know. Just go to sleep, Iska. Stop worrying about stuff. Anyway, let's jump into the episode, see how everything went down, and do this thing. So we open up Risia going to see the Emperor. Nameless is there too, but I don't actually think he says anything. The Emperor, it turns out, is like a Neko. Like, okay, I guess that's fine. Why is the Emperor a Neko? It's probably like a fox, right? But it looks like a cat. Easy mistake to make. I know a lot of people mistake foxes for cats. Don't you know? If you know, you know. Also, Neko Fox Man. He knows that. Well, he says one of the princesses is in love with Iska, right? And immediately we're like, that's Alice. We know that. After this episode, he might not have been referring to Alice. He might have been referring to Sisbel, which is interesting in its own right. I like that a lot. I like the, well, I don't know what to call it. When you think about it afterwards, it's like, oh, actually, he could be meaning this thing. Pink Girl, who is Sisbel. She dreams of her mum dying. I guess it's like a foresight type dream. I guess she can see the future in her dreams, maybe, because she thinks her mum is going to die, basically. Her name is Sisbel. There's this bloke who says hello. He's like, hello there, good child. How are you? And she's like, I'm not going to talk to you because you're an asshole. Basically, it's like she's important. He's trying to get favor to, get more important in the standings and everything. It makes a lot of sense. And she doesn't trust this guy. Mother, good old mother, she orders her to go to Al-Samira. It's a neutral nation, but they think they're going to be allying with the Empire. So basically, go see what's up. And she's like, all right, I'm off. Also, first princess, sorry, Elitir has also returned. So I guess how it goes, right? Elitir is the oldest one. Then you got Alice, and then you got Sisbel at the bottom. I think that's right, unless there's like more siblings that I don't know about. But of the 3 we know, that's the order of things. Iska and friends are off for a week to make sure the crests disappear, which, gotta hand it to the Empire, that's good that they are being thorough with their investigation. Not good for Captain Miss, obviously, because, she's got a real one. That's not going to disappear. That will be a problem. Risia then gets dragged in by this medical lady. I didn't write her name down. I don't think it's important. She basically says, you're working too hard. Have 60 days off, basically. You're breaking all kinds of labour laws. You need to take some time off, essentially, is what she was saying. What that also means is the crest inspection is delayed, so they got more time to think about what the heck they're going to do, And it's crazy to think that that's probably not going to get resolved in this season. I say this season, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, are they gonna fit that in? Like them figuring out how to hold it back? Unless it's like an afterthought thing. Someone's like, as a favour, I hit it, maybe, who knows? What they're going to do for their 60 days off, they're going to go to a resort, they're going to go to the beach, and at this point I was like, oh god, we're going to have a beach episode, aren't we? Oh god. We then go to Alice, who is doing paperwork, and I felt this. If you've ever done a lot of paperwork, or like homework, or whatever, writing, boring writing, let's go with that. If it's writing something you want to write, it's fun. If it's boring, it's boring. Rin is kind enough to let her take a break, though. Isn't that nice? Alice wants some excitement. She thinks back to, her last thing of excitement they had with Iska. Excitement and Iska are coming hand in hand at this point, it turns out. They hear some trumpets, which means that Elitir, or Eltir, I don't know how it's pronounced, is back. They go to greet her. They're going to be like, oh, let's go see how elder sister, or Nei-sama, or Nei-chan, is doing. They run into Sisbel and Alice is like, how's it hanging, Sisbel? And Sisbel's like, I'm just going to go now. You know, I don't want to talk to you. You kind of suck, you know. Sisbel, a little bit harsh. We figure out a bit why later on. Turns out she used to be very positive and upbeat and friendly and not really rude, is what she used to be like. But then politics and everything's like, who's going to be the queen, you know, and then create, I guess, a little rift. And Sisbel don't want none of that, basically. Alice has got to stay at the palace because Sisbel is leaving. There's some meeting or something, and they can't all be missing. That's not a good thing to do. She, Sisbel, only trusts her butler dude because, you know, I guess she can... Well, we later learn what it is. She has, like, this ability to see the past, I guess, with but only at night, it seems like. That's what I think, anyway. So she's obviously seen the ministers and, you know, these old dudes chatting crap behind their back, basically. And so she doesn't trust anybody except the butler dude. And honestly, I think the butler dude's the bad guy at this point. That's my number one suspect. I'll at the end, I'll go over all my suspects. But at the moment, it's the butler dude, I'm thinking. Because, you know, it just evens out that way. She knows that somebody is after her mother's life from her nightmare. She's like, something's going to happen, so I need to protect her somehow. So just stay alive while I'm gone, you know. We then go to the masked, I think it was the Masked Lord. Remember him? Yeah, me neither. He's talking to Elitier, who has just got too much going with her design. She's got green hair. She's got different coloured eyes. Hectochromia, is that right? I don't think that's right. You know, different coloured eyes. You know what I mean. She says someone close is connected to the Empire, and she knows who it is. So at this point, again, at first was thinking, oh, it's Alice, right? Someone's found out about her time she spends with Iska. I can't think of a better word. Her excursions. We'll go with excursions. That's a good word with Iska. Someone's figured that out, and that's not good for her. But again, hindsight on I guess hindsight could also be Sisbel they're talking about. It could also be there, couldn't it? Yeah, it could. Team Iska arrives at Al Samira, and yes, it's a beautiful resort city. Al Samira, of course, is the same place that Sisbel was going to. In case you forgot, they're there to spend time on holiday and not do important things, though. It's like a tropical resort. They wear swimsuits. We don't even get a beach episode montage. We skip the montage. And then later on, Miss fell asleep, and Jin takes her back to the room. Nene goes to have a leak in the corner, and so Iska's waiting for her. And who runs into Iska? Who do you think it was, guys? I'll give you three. Yes. Sisbel runs into Iska, and is like, oh, they're like, oh, sorry. And they're like, hang on a minute, I recognize you. And she's like, hang on a second, I recognize you too, good sir, and everything. She's going to say, like, thank you, I think, for saving me. But then Nene comes back, it's like, hey, I finished my piss, it was good. And then she's disappeared. Not Miss Sisbel. Names, man. Sisbel is disappeared and everything. And then she tells her butler, who she goes to see, hey, I found my dream knight. And then, like, let's wait for nighttime. So that wait for nighttime line, I'm going to assume that means she's going to use her magical power at nighttime. But her dream knight, you realise he's the bad guy. Well, he's not a bad guy, but you know, he's on your opposing side. Granted, Iska's not too bothered, really, is he? No. If she was like, hey, help me, he'd be like, okay, what are we doing? You know, he's I don't want to call him a pushover, but he's a really nice guy. Let's go with that. Alice is conked out for the day. She's fed up with work and everything. She gets to sleep, but then Rin is like, bright and early, you know, 5 a.m, you got a meeting. There's going to be ministers and stuff there. You have to shake loads of hands. And she's like, do you hate me or something, Reen? Do you hate me? Are you taking out your hatred for Iska on me? Mother comes to see her. There's a talk they need to do. Sisbel, out at night, uses the magic past magic night thing to figure out where Iska went, you know, after they split up. She follows Illusion Iska, I guess, back to their hotel. Mother takes Alice to the Sisbel's room to see what's up, because she's locked herself in there the whole time. By the way, is she just reading that? I'm gonna let you in on what's in there real early, I guess. Was she reading that newspaper all day? She's coked up in there all day. So is she reading the newspaper over and over again? She must have that thing memorized at this point. Do you think how did she even get hold of it? Did she just swipe it while she I guess was escaping the borders, maybe? That would make sense. How did she escape the borders? I'm asking the real questions here. Iska, oh yeah, she finds his hotel room and breaks in. I guess she stole a key card or something. Real talk though, why didn't she just knock the door? Like, instead of breaking into his room, you could have just like said, "Oh, hello, I'm Pink Girl. I need your help." But instead, she makes a lot of stupid decisions in this week's episode. But you know, she could have just knocked on the door. He was still awake, you know. Whatever, not important. Alice, Iska pins her down because he thought she was an assassin. He pins her down. He's like, you're not gonna be killing me. Alice finds the newspaper in Sisbel's room that says like, hey, Iska, he's been arrested. So this is obviously back when he saved her. Sisbel then, you know, asks Iska, hey, I need your help, bro. Come with me to the sovereignty. Obviously, what she wants him to help her save the queen from whatever's attacking her in her vision. But what I think it is that vision is only going to come true. That was the end of the episode, by the way. I'll give my theories now. That vision is only going to come true because Iska's there. I'm not going to say Iska directly causes it, because he's a good guy, as I said. But I think it's definitely going to be because of him that occurs. Maybe they'll blame him afterwards, and they'll be like, "You got my mother killed. I hate you." Or maybe it'll be like, who knows? I could be wrong. As I said, I think the butler guy is the primary suspect here. I think there's some proper manipulation going on. Like, I think the butler knew what she was doing, because he didn't really object to her like going to get Iska either, despite also being a member of the Sovereign. You could say like, hey, he likes her more than anything else, but no, I think he's pretty sus, if I'm being honest. The fact that someone is obviously in contact with the Empire, because otherwise how would the bloody Neko chairman go, whatever his name is? So I think it's the butler. I think she is being used to get the queen killed. Maybe. I don't know. My other option is maybe the older sister, Eltir, that was her name. I think maybe she could be behind it, and she's like duping, you know, everyone. Masked Man could be behind it too. And he's just pretending not to know. There's a lot of people it could be, really. Like, at first I thought they were going to like throw it into like, oh, Alice is the suspect. Alice is the one that's going to betray them. But no one suspects Alice. Sisbel is the one under suspicion. Will Alice suspect Sisbel? This is going to be interesting because obviously Iska is a nice guy. He's going to be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll come help you save your mum. Then they're going to roll up at the Sovereignty Castle, and they're going to be waiting for her, and it's just going to be like, oh, she brought the strongest Imperial swordsman straight to the castle. Clearly, she's the traitor. Someone's duped her in here, and I definitely think it was the butler. That's what I think. Anyway, though, what was my favourite part of this week's episode? I rambled for quite a while then again about what I think is going to happen, but hey, using my big noggin. It's medium-sized noggin. Anyway, what was I saying? Favourite part of the episode, let's go. So my favourite part is sort of, I don't really know how to explain this, the double meanings, you know. So at first it's like, oh, okay, they're talking about Alice, but then you think about it more, or, you know, new information is real, and it's like, actually, no, they're probably not talking about Alice. They're probably talking about Sisbel. You know, I like that. I like that they played with our expectations a little bit, so to speak. It's nothing mind-blowing, but I do like that. I do like that quite a bit. There's part of me that thinks that all three of the sisters are going to end up falling in love with Iska, which is like, okay, you don't need to do that because we know that Alice is going to win. But and so she should, by the way. But I kind of think that's how that's going to go. Maybe they'll do something cool with it. Maybe Sisbel will be like, you betrayed me, and then she'll be like, I hate you now. Or it could just be a harem show. You know, who knows? It could be that too. Anyway, though, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. It would be good. Comment too. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Not if you've read the light novels. You know, that's cheating. You know, don't be doing that. But comments are always nice to see as well, so that's good. I will see you next week for another episode of this, so take care. And bye, guys.